Welcome to AnishforU, and today we're going to see the third build in Mistland. So this is a portal for going into top, but we're going to use a staircase because it takes a lot of time to build the staircase, and it is quite high. As you can see here, the middle portion, we have a small stand or small area, and it is also in a very high altitude. So you have to go another couple of steps to go on the top of the structure. So we're going to climb that stair again. And on the top of the structure, we are going to find our very cool, very small base. And as you can see here, it is very on the top of the biome, almost on the top of the biome. So because this stone slab is very high. So this is the guilder's table and some cooking crafting area, nothing else. No other crafting benches or anything like that here. Only a witch isolated area for witch, where he brews some potion, creates some foods, and he has a lot of weapons of enchantment weapons and all that. So she's actually isolated in that way. And as you can see here, the skeleton, a lot of things, and a lot of elimination also going on there. And these are armor stand and some weapon stands are here. All are not very regular weapons. They are enchanting weapons, so some special powers and all that. So this is the total build-up. It is very small, very precise build. It is not a total full setup of crafting station and all that, brewery and all of extra stuff. So it is only special items. And as you can see here, no other things. Very isolated place in top of the mountain, very top of the rock. And as you can see here, we can also come from downstairs, like here. And that's it, I think. This is a very cool place to hang out and enjoy the view. So let's start. I'm not going to describe all of those things or all of those tips because I already cut and paste in a very easy way to make him understand, or easy way for anyone to follow. So I'm going to show the first step and going to speed it up or cut it out. So you are not going to miss any crucial step while building this. As you can see here, it's very easy to build. You just have to do the calculation and nothing else. And then we're going to put some support from here. And you can build this part of the building. You can just start building it like that, and then you can just modify it in your own way. You can do all of your creativity and you can put it here. But this structure, this big rock actually helps quite a lot because it is quite even in the top of the structure. So it is not a lot of modification I need to do. But for you have to find these kind of big rock. These are one of a kind of big rock in Mistland, so you have to find it. So after that, you can just modify it as per your goal. And so that's it. I'm going to just show you the entire process and some customization and later time, or finishing the video when there's a lot of customization, putting something here, there, and certainly skip a lot of that because it is very, very boring to just put decorative parts and here and there. So other than that, I almost cover almost everything what I put in the build, and so that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you like it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel. And I had to delay the video because my computer broke and I had to purchase a new motherboard. So it takes a lot of time, and to do that because my health is not that well, and that's the main reason it takes a lot of time. So see you next time. Bye bye.